Hello there.
The journey of the first time watching movie reactions for the IMDB Top 250 list continues. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Elie Moses, your 23-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, shooting a shot, baby. And today, we are going to be watching American History X for the first time. I put a poll out saying, within the next 2 hours, whichever film wins, American History X or Apocalypse Now, I will watch for the first time. And the reason it was a 2-hour time frame is because I was watching the NBA Finals, in which Miami Heat just tied up the series 1-1. So, this is the time I'm recording the movie reaction right after that game. So yeah, American History X, first time watching movie reaction. I'm hella excited. Each film in the IMDb 250 list that I have not seen, that I make my journey to watch, I just get hella excited. It's gonna be a fun time. Let me know in the comment section down below what movie to watch next. And here we go, American History X, rented on Amazon Prime because no streaming service has it for free. Let's get into the movie reaction. Let's go. I just saw in the credits that Edward Furlong is in this film. I think he played John Connor in Terminator Judgment Day, so nice to see him in something else. I haven't seen him in other things besides Judgment Day, so excited to see him in this film. What a shot right there. I guess that's the benefit as well of selecting the black and white. I'm not sure if this whole film's gonna be in black and white, but the beginning of the film especially, in that with the black and white comes the benefit of spectacular lighting choices as well, as we saw in Schindler's List.
Have a personal problem with him, okay? Really.
It's going to be interesting to see the color depictions in this film, because it's very intentional to have the beginning of black and white, and possibly the black and white is going to be a situation here for potentially flashbacks from the viewpoint of Edward Furlong's character, possibly, and also to depict two different worlds of an individual, possibly. But yeah, and maybe outdated sort of viewpoints with the black and white as well, sort of teleporting us back in time to when an individual had sort of different emotions, different feelings, or outdated values, and things like that. And also Schindler's List did it perfectly with the black and white for most of the film, or majority of the film as well, in terms of teleporting us back to that time frame. But then this film again does it again, and also it's fantastic for lighting, because
that paper
again,
Bob, it's a travesty. Arguing for Hitler as a civil rights hero, you've got to draw the line.
You know, Murray, you actually did this to yourself. You told them that they could do a report on any book that related to the struggle for civil rights, in plain English. So here's the drill. I'm your history teacher from now on. We will discuss current events. We will call this class American History.
I had a feeling
X.
he was gonna say
We
that.
meet once a day. All right. Your first assignment is to prepare for me a new paper due tomorrow.
Oh, come on, Sweeney. It took me a week to read Mein Kampf. That isn't fair.
You are a ghost at Venice Beach High. Are you clear?
Yeah, I'm clear.
I love how in the majority of that scene right there, I think it was Principal Sweeney, I love how they mostly use just extreme or close-up shots of their face, and it was sort of like this level only, like the camera capturing that on Danny's expressions, and Sweeney was a bit higher up. But I love how they used only extreme and close-up shots right there during the conversation scene, you know, just to show Sweeney ain't messing around, and his facial expressions are great to, you know, depict that authoritative figure right there, and to, you know, ham down or to just lay down the law on Danny right there. And just a quick question, in America, with what happened in the beginning of the film, is Edward Norton's character, I'm guessing he has every right to do what he did in terms of like self-defense and trespassing on someone's property, to shoot those two individuals in the beginning of the film, despite his beliefs, despite his neo-Nazi beliefs and the Schwarzenegger on his chest right there. I think he has every right to self-defend his property like that. I think so. I think that's right.
Telling teacher I'm fucking cheating? Is that what's happening? I never cheated in my life. Peter's motherfucking ass, Henry.
But I didn't say anything.
Why you tripping on me? Punk ass white boy. You lucky I gotta go to class. You ain't gonna do that. You don't wanna see me and the heater. Lucky the bell rung. I would've clocked that white boy.
If something happens to him, things could get very ugly down by the beach.
Just keep it low.
Venice Beach didn't always look like this.
It's good to see sort of like how the film depicts Derek's sort of the birth of where he gets his values, sort of like those beliefs stemmed from his grief from his father's murder, and that's how from that grief, that's how he became to who he was to be, as we saw in the beginning of the film.
Used to be a great neighborhood. The boardwalk's always been a dump, but when my dad moved us out here, Venice was a nice, quiet place to grow up. Over the years, though, it's just gone to hell. The gangs are like a plague. They moved west from Inglewood and South Central and basically took over.
Take care of this.
I was about to say, he's concealing his body with the sweater, but then when he decides to confront them, he takes it off.
I come in this game right now. Same score, but we play black guys against the white guys.
And your price, Cracker?
No money for these courts. And not just today, for good. You win, we will walk away. But if we win, no bitching, no fighting. Right here in front of everybody. You pack up your shit and get your black asses out of here.
Hey man, fuck that. Take this bet. Let's get this shit on.
8-6, our ball.
Let's go.
Again, lots of close-up shots of the facial expressions again. Like I think it's a intentional stylistic choice of this film. You know, I think obviously the music in this scene, it's meant to be like sort of euphoric, uplifting, yay, they won. But I'm getting the complete opposite feelings of that, because I know the entire motive of this sequence right here, or probably these characters or these two groups here, the entire motive surrounding this is shrouded in racism, violence, and gang warfare right here. It's meant to, I guess, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if this scene is meant to make you feel, uplifting with the music and things like that. It's euphoric. Yay, we won. We got the court. We stamped our authority. We won our territory. But I'm just getting the complete opposite feeling, because I know the motives behind it, what it is and things like that. I don't know if I'm right in this situation, but that's what I feel. I think the music here is meant to trick you as the viewer. You're meant to get distracted, but then you're meant to think, and I guess, because it sort of plays it off almost as if it's like a, Disney movie ending. Your Mighty Ducks, last shot, game winner, we win at the buzzer sort of type thing. But no, you realize that deep down, the motives behind it, the morals behind it, it's shrouded, like I said before, in racism, violence, gang warfare, and completely outdated beliefs. So yeah, it's not meant to be this euphoric thing here. Maybe between like a brother relationship here, but it's completely wrong because of the beliefs and sort of intentions behind it. Like, she just casually said the N-word when he went sort of the timeout. I'm like, what the heck? And like, no reaction to it whatsoever.
Taking down the Zod machine, two by two by two. The white man marches on.
You think our friend was behind that?
Brother, this guy's car's about to get blown
Well,
up.
you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care because I'm going to take care of that tonight. Just give me 1 minute.
I'm interested. I think we're gonna get a lot of prison flashbacks in this film. Because you can tell already Derek's sort of like mood has changed towards anything that's his past related, even with Danny getting the Disciples of Christ tattoo and Seth being in the
You
house.
calling me a blimp, you fucking Democrat?
When was the last time you were actually able to see your feet?
I'll talk to you.
Mommy?
Oh, she was smoking with the kid. What the heck?
Take this. Put that out. I'm just yelling at him for blowing smoke in your face, and you're in here sucking on it.
Exactly.
To come home to, huh?
Yeah. All right? All right?
Lung cancer, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah, we all got to get out of here. That's the point.
Well, I could drop out of school and get a job.
No, absolutely not. You got to finish. I'll work something out.
I love how he's come out and instantly become like the father figure in the household, calling the shots and just trying to do what's better for his family.
I'm starving here. I mean,
I don't give a shit. Go wait in the living room.
I want him out of my house.
I know. Look. Worked there. Mike worked there. He went under, and now some fucking Korean owns it who fired these guys, and he's making a killing because he hired 40 fucking border jumpers.
We're still
I
going.
see this shit going on, and I don't see anybody doing anything about it, and it fucking pisses me off.
One take here. One take.
So look around you.
One take speech.
This isn't our fucking neighborhood. It's a battlefield. We're on a battlefield tonight. Make a decision. Are we gonna stand on the sidelines, quietly standing there while our country gets raped? Are we gonna ante up and do something about it? Yeah! You're goddamn right we are.
I'm guessing. Wait, I'm gonna pause quickly. I'm guessing, obviously, racism is an issue. It continues to plague society today. Like, no one can doubt that. I mean, we've seen it even in football. Like, we saw it just last week with Vinicius Jr. in the Real Madrid versus Valencia game. If you guys don't know, you don't know. But I'm just saying there was an issue of that in a soccer game. And it continues to plague society today. Not only just sports, as I just mentioned, but society in general. And I wonder if this film, the commentary this film is trying to portray, is still prevalent in in terms of like, it's hard. I'm trying to articulate myself properly here, but I'm guessing that from the issues, like I'm still guessing there's groups like this out there today. And you guys in America, I don't know too much about it. Obviously, I'm not well educated on the issue. There could be in Australia as well. I have no idea, but I'm guessing in the States and others around the world, you guys in the comment section help me. There's still groups like this out there. So I'm guessing this film still holds relevance in society today in what it's trying to depict and things like that.
You move up in the world, huh?
Woo! Asshole! Ah!
That's Seth, I'm guessing. The fat shit.
Alright, let's go! Let's go! Come on, let's go! Saying he was kicking him in the back of the skull, so it looks severe, you know? And people are going, oh, this poor guy who attacked 4 cops, and those cops end up on the stand defending themselves for using absolutely standard textbook self-defense procedures.
I don't think that the tape showed that at all.
Oh, you didn't think so, huh? And what, you're an authority, Ma?
I'll keep it going. One
Mary,
second.
What do you think?
Well, I did think that the police used their clubs rather excessively.
Who are you to say what's excessive? I think it was totally appropriate. I think they're in a better position to make that judgment call than you are. In fact, we as society grant cops a certain amount of authority to make those calls because we acknowledge that their job is difficult and dangerous. You know, unfortunately, very few people like Respect that. Respect that authority.
Look who's talking about respect here, Mr. Junior KKK.
What?
KKK.
What? You know what? You want to go to college,
Derek.
Davina? You should learn to listen.
Derek.
Okay? I didn't say I respect the
Derek.
laws. I acknowledge a cop's authority. I don't respect any laws that let monkeys like Rodney King back on the street. Second of all, I am not, as you well know, a member of a low-rent, disorganized bunch of rednecks like the fucking KKK. Please. So take your head out of your ass. I mean, you've gotten off the point. I had a point. That wasn't even the point.
Do you have one? What is your point, Derek?
All right, think about this. Think about this. If Danny had been walking across the street that night and Rodney King had plowed into him...
Can we just drop this Rodney King thing?
I mean, we saw something similar happen a few years ago with the BLM and George Floyd movement. What happened there as well? It's like similar to what they were talking about in this scene.
We're having a nice discussion, right? If Rodney King had been driving along, hopped up on Chivas Regal and PCP and had killed Danny, he'd be singing a very different tune about the
I didn't see him
force
hit
those cops.
anybody in the tapes, and neither did you.
He didn't happen to kill anybody, thank God.
Put it down, okay? Allie's sleeping.
Christ, Lincoln freed the slaves. What, like 130 years ago? How long does it take to get your act together?
Well, Jews have been persecuted for over 5,000 years. Are you saying that it's wrong to feel sensitive about anti-Semitism?
Oh, forget that. I'm with you. I'm with you all the way, baby. I'm so sick of these liberal hypocrites.
Oh, here we go again. I love this part. This is great.
Well, look at the way that they scapegoated Chief Gates. I mean, you tell me they would have come down that hard on Black Willie Williams. No way, because that videotape was a setup to get rid of Gates.
No, you cannot. Don't interrupt.
Excuse me, I was talking. I listened to you.
Don't interrupt
Who
her.
the hell do you think you are?
She's right in the middle of making a point.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Hey, Davina, sit down.
Derek.
Sit down.
Derek,
Be
calm down.
quiet. Sit down.
No!
Derek, calm down.
Shut up.
Don't tell him
Shut
to
up.
shut up.
No, sit your ass down.
You move.
No,
Get out of my
sit
way.
down.
Derek.
Shut
Get
your
out of
mouth.
my way.
No.
God damn it, Derek!
Sit down. Shut your
you.
mouth
Fuck
and give your
you.
girlfriend some respect.
Derek!
Stay out of it. Come here. Hey, where do you
No.
think you're going? Get back.
Derek!
Derek.
Let her go! Derek, let her go!
Stop!
Finished with you. You need to learn some fucking manners, Davina. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut up.
Stop! She can't breathe!
Ah.
Let her go!
Are you gonna apologize? Are you gonna apologize? Are you?
You're a fucking asshole.
I hate you!
Never gonna happen, Murray. Fucking forget it. Not on my watch. Not while I'm in this family. I will fucking cut your Shylock nose off and stick it up your ass before I let that happen. Coming in here and poisoning my family's dinner with your Jewish, nigger-loving, hippie bullshit.
Oh.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, walk out. Asshole, fucking Kabbalah-reading motherfucker. Get the fuck out of my house. See this? That means not welcome.
I did not say a single word during that scene right there. That...
Go run to your fucking kite. Go run to him.
Proud of you, baby.
Proud of you, yeah. Nice girlfriend there. That scene was executed to perfection. Like, the writing, the acting was fantastic. The focus on just diegetic sound right there. Don't insert the dramatic music until the end right there. You know, when Derek was going off at his mother and then her going outside to confront Murray. The music wasn't inserted, or like the dramatic sort of melancholy like music wasn't inserted to like sort of after in the scene. But however, when everyone is arguing, it was everyone's acting doing the talking. It was the acting, it was the facial expressions, it was the tone and voice, it was the inflections. It was absolutely fantastic. It was delivered to perfection. And you see in that scene right there, Danny with the close-up shot on his face, again, the film choosing to focus on close-ups a lot. He was sort of admiring what Derek was saying, and he was trying, it's like, okay, my big brother here might have a point, when he was going on his rant and things like that. And obviously, I think his father's death was the catalyst for him descending into those beliefs and sort of researching more about society and what happened, and sort of his resentment to those other groups in society stemmed from his father's murder. But in And I was about to say maybe the family's downfall was due to his father's murder, but you see in this scene as well, the further downfall of the family. Not even in like just their emotional state, but the quality of living as well. You see when Derek returned, you see the household they're in at the moment as well. And yeah, that was just a fantastically executed scene right there. I didn't want to talk, I didn't want to disrupt it. It was just really well delivered, and one of the best scenes in cinema I've seen as well. Like, it's great, well executed. Like, even with the growth of social media and just the internet in general, you see people online today sort of like Derek himself, who voice their opinions and are just out of order and sort of behind in their values and things like that. And yeah, some of the things he was commentating on, I was just like, yo, we've had similar issues to that nowadays. Like, it's still a relevant issue, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys disagree with me, whatever.
Hey, you alright?
I'm just not too well informed on the...
Hey, no, come here,
Fuck you!
Sabina, calm down. Calm down.
Let me go, goddammit! Fuck you!
Sorry. Come on, I'd never hurt you guys. I'd never hurt you. You know that. I'd do anything for you.
I don't believe you. I trust you, Derek.
See, and that was sort of Danny's descent into Derek's world right there.
Hi, what are you doing out of bed, huh? You want a plane ride? Yeah. Going for takeoff.
Bro, don't tarnish your little sister's innocence. Come on, man. Don't let her come into that room and see that stuff.
Nigga, you just fucked with the wrong bull. Come here! You should have learned your place on the fucking basketball court.
Oh, it was the same boys on the basketball court.
My father gave me that truck, you motherfucker! Now say goodnight.
Oh, he curb stomped him. Fuck. Again, the benefit of choosing the black and white here, and you sort of got the choir music of, I think it's children. It sounds like children in a choir right there. It sort of like portrays him as sort of this angelic figure right here, when obviously he's not. As the white juxtaposes like the black in the background. Bruh, the guy's in Hitler cosplay right there.
I'm not mad, asshole. I'm husky.
I mean, you can see the hypocrisy in that, can't you?
Definitely.
I feel like with Danny, he's a bit hesitant at the moment. Like, I feel like he might be coming to an understanding as to like how wrong his values are and his beliefs are, and how wrong everything surrounding him is. You even saw, even though it's sort of as if now he just wants to be a part of it, to just belong with the crowd. You saw when he was writing his essay on American History X, you saw like through his facial expressions, and I think Edward Furlong's great in this film, he was sort of locked in and conveying his thoughts as he was typing, and he was being honest about it and open. And as soon as his friends rocked up, he sort of just, you know, fell back down into that pit and into that world. It's just the wrong influence, wrong people, and it's a result of his brother as well, and his brother's trying to obviously steer him away from that path, but we'll see what happens.
Listen to me. I want to see you, okay? I do. But I gotta take care of something tonight. Listen, you don't need this, Stacy. Come on, trust me. If you want to be with me, just trust me. Come with me. Come on.
You're nuts.
She ain't the one, bro.
Nuts.
She
No
ain't the
way.
one.
I don't think you realize what's been going on here. We are 10 times what we were, and we are bloody organized. This isn't you. I know you.
You don't know anything about me, Stacy.
Prison changed him there.
And we scare the fuck out of people and a few people get killed in the process.
This film's disgusting to watch. Like, it's just disgusting to hear all these words. Like, in the way people are so proud of it. It's just...
Well, look who's here. The return of the soldier.
Wait for me right outside.
Crazy how they have the pictures of Jesus in the background surrounded with Hitler as well. Like,
chill out. Your own safe ground. You can't come barking threats at me. Look, you can do whatever you want, but Danny is a good kid. He's not some whining pussy like you. He needs my help, and I'm gonna give it to him.
If you come near Danny again, I will feed you your fucking heart, Cameron.
I won't have to. He'll come to me.
there was something satisfying about Derek standing up to Cameron.
Now than you'll never be. You're a fucking dead man, Vineyard.
I think it's gonna be a situation in this film where Cameron can't. Sorry, not Cameron. Derek cannot outrun his past.
Where is he? You make me fucking sick.
Zach, put down the fucking gun.
Shoot him! Do it! Do it! Stop! Shoot him!
Yo, the switch up from his girlfriend. Oh, girlfriend. I say that to him very loosely.
Ah! God.
Back up! Move! Back up! Back up! Back the fuck up! Move! Move!
I think within prison, Derek was able to meet people from other races and become more sympathetic and empathetic towards them and understand their viewpoint and where they're coming from.
What?
To any of it. Those guys, the gang, that life, I'm done with it.
What happened to you up there?
I woke up.
5 minutes! This is my fucking house! Get up!
Derek's demeanor has also changed. You can tell the way he delivers his words much more calmer to individuals.
All right, rack up! Keep my eye on you, white piece of shit.
Got a bit of his taste of his own medicine.
Skull fuck you! Step forward!
That's his flag. Take off the shirt. I reckon they're not gonna turn on him. It's his own folk that are probably gonna beat him up. Or own folk. That he thinks. Actually, I might take that back.
I hope you can work out, all right? Because the last guy they sent me didn't wear no drawers, couldn't read the sizes in the drawers. I used to sniff the drawers, all right? You got 2 sizes, medium and large, all right? All you got to do is put the mediums with the mediums and the large with the large, all right? Well, let me tell you something, man. You better watch your ass. Because in the joint, you the nigga, not me.
The roles are reversed in
I
the
was a year
joint.
in. I thought I was cruising. Then everything started getting complicated.
You know, probably the joint taught him. I guess we're going to see that he's not that authoritative figure as he thought. He's not, you know, he's not the apex predator. He's not, it's not his turf. It's a situation of him getting his own comeuppance, I guess. You know, you saw in the basketball court, they claimed and stamped their own authority. He thought prison was going to be a similar thing. You know, he said after a year, I thought it was, you know, cruising, but things, as we're going to see probably, is going to change. And he basically resents being treated as sort of this iconic figure, as soon as he got out of the joint. You know, they're all treating him as this like messiah like icon, and he's untouchable. He's basically immortal. Like that's the way they're treating him in that group, the skinhead group or the neo-Nazi group, whatever it is. That's the way they're treating him, and you can see what he's learned in prison, the values he's gained, what he's been taught from others, or we're gonna see he's been taught from others, has had an impact on him, and he resents everything to do with his past life. But I think it's gonna be a sad situation where you can't outrun your past in this film. But I think he wants his little brother to be able to outrun his past and not have to have his past, you know, chase after him all his life.
What the fuck is that? What's that all about?
That's just politics, man. It favors you. Ease up on it.
He's gonna quickly find out he's not the biggest dog in the group.
You think because I watched my firstborn fuck up his entire life that I can sit here and see my baby follow him down the same toilet?
You know what? I can't fix all this shit from up here, okay? Don't
I'm not
bring this
asking
shit
you
up to
to.
me, because all it does is make me feel bad. I'm trying to get through this, and you're just making it harder.
You think you're the only one doing time, Derek? You think you're here all alone? You think I'm not in here with you?
No, I ain't the one getting mad at them damn sheets, though. Matter of fact, the only sheets I get mad at, I tell you. All right, boys, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna hate some niggers. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna hate some goddamn niggers. That's all we're gonna do is hate some niggers all day. I don't even know what a nigger is, but you know what? We're gonna hate them. My cousin Derek is in the pen right now.
I see a
working
little,
next to a nigga
you see a little
driving
smirk
him
on
nigga
Derek's face.
crazy. See? That's the ticket. Nice and easy. Now we can ignore each other in peace.
I was hoping there'd be that one individual in prison that like sort of he's able to sympathize and empathize with and form a bond with.
This is better than the pig I just tried to fuck.
Yeah, you got a woman, man. Let me give you some advice. All right? She comes to visit you. Whatever you do, no matter what, don't let her leave here in a fight, man. Don't let her walk out of here with a bad attitude, because if you do, you spend the next week wondering if she's out there getting her fuck on with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So when she comes in to see you, man, it's nothing but sweet talk through that glass, man. Send her away floating, all right? Because it's not like the real world. You know what I'm saying? Where you can fight, but it's cool to fight because you can make up and have that make-up sex. You know what I'm saying? That angry sex. That sex with an attitude. You just lay on your back and let her take out all that aggression on you. All guys know that, man. That's that good sex. That's that pow, pow, pow. Let her get on top, and she's going to punish you first, right? You've been a bad boy, huh? You've been a bad boy, and I'm going to punish you. I'll put it on you. Don't you ever let me catch you
again.
Looking at another woman. Yeah, yeah. I may forgive you if you bring it. I think I can. I forgive. I forgive. Oh, right there.
Who's this
right
actor
there.
here? He's
You hit it.
fantastic.
Right spot. That's it, right? Yeah, yes, yes. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. I love you.
Finally, a bit of a catalyst. Right? Hey, I was about to say, regardless of the makeup sex analogy right there, what he was talking about and the advice he was giving for the women, I thought right there, Edward Norton's character Derek, as soon as he said, "Don't ever let that woman leave with a fight," and I initially thought of his mother. I think Doris is his mother. I immediately thought of that in the conversation he had with her like a few minutes ago. I thought that would have caused a bit of a catalyst in Derek's brain right there to think of his mother. Obviously, delved into more of like a comedic tone with him talking about the makeup sex with the girlfriend and things like that. But I thought that was more of a wake up call for about Doris, his mother, and don't let her leave with the fight, because we saw that. You saw her pour her heart out to him. You know, I'm in prison with you. I feel this. This is an impact on the entire family, not just you. So that's what I saw that scene as well. And obviously, he had the underlying comedic tone to it, but it's pretty funny.
How do you figure the Lakers to ever be a bigger dynasty than the Celtics?
Hey!
The Lakers are like a flare-up, a fluke.
Are you
know what
crazy?
I mean? Like one
We had
good
Magic,
before you. The
Kareem.
Celtics are like a dynasty.
Oh, come on, man. The Celtics, right? The ugliest team in the history of sports. A dynasty of ugly motherfuckers, man. Look at Kevin McHale.
James Worthy, the guy has a head like a melon. Stretching out
No,
this
he
way.
had ladies.
I can't even talk to you. I don't even know what you're saying.
You are tweaking. Boston Celtics.
But you know what? We gotta have a switch up here. We gotta have a switch up. I gotta stand up for my boys. I gotta stand up for my boys. You know how it is. We gotta protect the dynasty. We gotta. R.I.P. Kobe, man. We gotta stand up for the boys. That's just how it is. We have to protect the dynasty. We gotta stand up. We just gotta stand up.
That's enough.
I know we got swept by the Nuggets, but like talking about the history here.
Everybody in here's embarrassed. You think nobody in here got away with anything? What'd you do?
I can't wait to see him open up.
Man, I stole a TV, all right? Stole a TV from a store that was right next door to a donut shop, all right? I run out, the store owner's running behind me yelling, bam, I run into 3 cops, all right? Oh, see, I told you it was embarrassing, you laugh.
Wait a sec. That doesn't make sense. No, you didn't get 6 years for stealing a TV, man. Come on.
I go in the store, I come out, the police officer grabs my arm, the TV falls on his foot and breaks it. They said I threw the TV at the officer. So, 6 years.
Come on, tell the truth.
I said, I came out of the store, he grabbed my arm, it fell on his foot.
Is that way? I think he's gonna realize there's an underlying systematic racial issue here. Because he thought he would have done something. He thought would have killed someone or something for 6 years, or like hurt someone, really badly.
Real sweet.
Fuck you!
What do you know about the place I'm in?
There was a moment when I used to blame everything and everyone for all the pain and suffering and vile things that happened to me that I saw happen to my people. Blame everybody. Blame white people. Blame society. Blame God.
By
I didn't
himself.
get no answers because I was asking the wrong questions. You have to ask the right question.
Gotta take accountability, I think. Sweeney asking all the right questions.
You want my help, you gotta do better than that. My help is not unconditional. But running just ain't good enough.
Every time I stepped out of my cell, every time I got in that shower.
I love how the
I figured
voiceovers
it
have
was
changed
only a
now
matter
to
of time
Derek
before
from
they made
Danny.
a move. I just hoped it'd be quick. Last 6 months in that place, I was like a ghost.
Made his life better a little bit.
Come on, man, what the fuck you waiting on? Get the fuck on out of here, man.
Yeah, you know, I got this funny feeling.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Did he put in a good word for him?
Maybe the only reason I'm getting out of here in one piece is you.
Yeah, I'm like, did he help him
Come
out?
on, man, get the fuck out of here, man. You think I'm gonna put my neck on the line for some crazy ass peck of wood?
Yeah, right. Stupid. That's what I thought. I owe you, man.
Man, you know me shit, alright?
You know what?
Yes, I do.
I kind of wish they spent longer on this prison relationship here between these two. I kind of wish. There wasn't enough of it, in my opinion. They have great chemistry together.
You'll be out of here in no time.
Come on, man, it's a piece of cake, man, alright? Just take it easy on the brothers, alright? The brothers!
Like, we're done with the prison stuff for now. We finished the flashbacks, we completed them. Now it's time to deal with after getting out, the aftermath.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
All right.
I think
Whew. Jeez.
I think Danny is in a very fortunate situation here that he has Derek to sort of support him in this situation, because some people get sucked into these sort of cults in real life. And I actually had a close friend. I remember she told me recently it wasn't a cult like this or anything. It was something to do with religion and things like that. And they got her in and they got her good, and she was able to get out luckily, because she found out what it truly was as soon as she got in. She sort of got sucked into it, and then yeah, she's a close friend of mine. And some people don't have that outlet sometimes to get out. Some people don't have that shoulder to lean on to, you know, give them that wake up call. And sometimes they get sucked into things and there's never a way out because they get so sort of brainwashed with all these people hammering these wrong, false values, false idols, false symbolism towards them, and they get to the situation, or they get to the point where they are brainwashed to believe it's true, and they believe brainwashed to believe that it's right, and it's the only way, and it's the only right way. Here, Danny is very lucky to have his brother to support him, because some people don't even have another figure to support them, to help them get out. And some people do get out on their own, and sometimes people do wake up, but sometimes they do not. So yeah. In the words of King Theoden, bring it down, bring it down! I just have this weird feeling, like I said before, that Derek's past, he's not going to be able to outrun it, and I think he's going to die. Hey, time to decorate the room. Let's put some Stranger Things posters up. Let's put some pop figures. I mean, 1998, so let's put a Jaws poster up. Let's put a Jurassic Park poster up. You know the vibes. We can decorate it. Let's make it flashy. Okay, a little bit of foreshadowing here.
Well, this guy, though, I don't know, Dr. Sweeney, he comes on like so strong. It's kind of hard not to listen to him, but I don't know, maybe some of what he says is kind of...
It's bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
No. It's nigger bullshit. You see that, don't you?
Yeah.
But that's where it stemmed from.
You gotta watch out for that.
A bit of the parental teachings.
I will.
Good boy. Proud of you.
So it's because of his father, his thinking changed. The way he thought changed. The way he sort of viewed things changed. The way he was sort of receptive to types of information. He thought more critically, I guess. I think it's time to get those tattoos removed. I don't know if they had the laser technology back then.
Anyway, we're gonna try to pick things up and start over. It won't be easy, but we're all together again. And I feel good.
I feel like this is
I'm
someone...
not sure if this paper is what you wanted.
This might be Sweeney reading Danny's American History X at the end of the film. This might just be Danny's voiceover of him reading it. And I think Danny potentially might be dead from what they're foreshadowing, and Sweeney's reading it.
If I hit the social significance or whatever you're looking for. But for what it's worth, thanks a lot.
Did he fax it to Sweeney? I heard the car tires screech and I've just instantly thought someone was gonna pull up on them. I feel like they both get taken out here.
What do you want?
I don't know, I just feel like I don't feel safe.
All right, I got it.
Remember how in Edward Norton's voiceover about prison, you know, he was just waiting for the day eventually when they were gonna get him and it never came? I feel like I'm anticipating it now for them.
Don't ask me to fix this whole fucking
I'm
situation.
not asking that.
It was there before me.
You helped create it. You want to take a break now? You take a break, you'll find no peace. The way to find peace is to stick.
Not gonna make a fucking bit of difference.
might.
Not a bit.
I love how the painting in the background is sort of reflecting the scene before where you had the two little boys walking on the coastal line, walking on the beach, and the seagulls and the shots of the seagulls. I mean, the film began with that as well, but then towards the end of the film, it was done in color. So yeah, I love how the painting sort of reflects that in the background. But like it's a death sentence going back there, man.
You know what you can do? You can get me shot by a bunch of white boys. Yeah. Well, we're all gonna have a laugh at that, let me tell you.
I'm just anxiously waiting for something to happen. I just feel like
I feel so bad for Seth, man. Well, I wonder how bad they got fucked up.
I'm glad they're not dead, but other than that, I don't care. If I made it through Chino, you know, this should be a piece of cake, right?
what Danny doesn't know is that they're after him.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I'll work it out. Hey, keep your head up, all right? Things are gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Go turn that paper in. I'll see you at home.
Because the music is a little bit eerie and unnervy. It's not comforting. That's why I'm just thinking, I'm just waiting for something to happen.
See you later.
They keep talking about seeing you later. I'll see you home. I feel like someone's not going to make home. Here we go. Music's cut out.
Fine. All right, I'll catch up with you, all right?
Is that the same girl from the party? Lizzie? Was that her name? I wonder if he's gonna confront them here in like words, not actions, not a fight or anything. What? What did he do? Like, to him specifically, I mean, he just stood up to him at school, but like, he didn't even like...
Get out of my way! All right. Get out of my way! All right, let him go!
Oh, no. No! No! No!
Is that the film's message at the end? That the underlying race issue goes both ways as well? Like, is that what it's trying to say? That racism is prevalent between, like, everyone in society? Like, it told you the perspective from Derek's side, but there's also an underlying issue with everyone else. I'm just asking a question here, is that right? Not just racism itself, but violence as well.
Oh, God. Oh.
So I guess this is where I tell you what I learned. My conclusion, right? Derek says it's always good to end a paper with a quote. He says someone else has already said it best, so if you can't top it, steal from them and go out strong. So I picked a guy I thought you'd like. We are not enemies, but friends. We must not be enemies. Though passion may have strained, it must not break our bonds of affection. The mystic chords of memory will swell when again touched, as surely they will be by the better angels of our nature.
The quotation that concludes Danny's paper is from the closing words of Abraham Lincoln's first inaugural address in 1861. I like watching films on Amazon because they give you the general trivia sometimes. Okay. Hey man, that was actually a fantastic film. It was a fantastic film. Well acted. I think Edward Furlong delivers a fantastic performance in this film, and Yeah, this and Judgment Day are the only things I've seen him in, and it's just like at the end, I knew something was gonna happen. You know, you think they're gonna turn a right corner, they're gonna start a new chapter in life, things are gonna be great, and I thought what was gonna come to bite him in the ass was leaving the sort of the skinhead group, the neo-Nazi group. And obviously, they were foreshadowing something with the black gang culture and those individuals that sort of Danny confronted in the bathroom. Um, but I didn't expect it to go down that way in terms of like pulling a gun at school and then bang, taking him out. It's not like that Danny said anything to him as well. He just sort of, he was just there. And I'm not sure if the movie is trying to, you know, I feel like the racism issue stemming from the white individuals in this film, like, you know, the white supremacy, that class involving like Derek and Danny, was more layered. I feel like they explored that more, where I feel like in depicting sort of the black culture and things like that, I feel like it was more one dimensional. I'm not sure if I'm right in that department there. I just felt like it was so abrupt ending, and I guess it was trying to say that there's an underlying racism issue in society that um stems from everyone. Like, it goes both ways. It stems from everywhere, and violence is also ingrained in that as well. But yeah, it just that ending just so abrupt. I didn't expect it, but like, because obviously the story is trying to is between these brothers, and you know, he doesn't want the same mistake. Like, Derek doesn't want the same mistakes he made in life, the same decisions he made in life to be imprinted on his little brother. He doesn't want his brother to fall into that world as well. He doesn't want him to become uh absorbed into that world, into the wrong world, because he learned in prison it was wrong what he did. And obviously there's also a message in there that racism probably stems from the household, it stems from the parents, it stems from what you're taught at a very young age. And you saw that scene there with his father, and we were under the impression that, you know, it was his father's death that sort of was the catalyst for him delving into that world, you know, that anti-Semitic world, that racist world as well, white supremacy and things like that. But it was shown in the flashback earlier on in the film that it also stemmed, or also the seeds were planted from that talk over the dinner table with his father, you know, talking about how two black individuals got the role of the two guys who passed the test, and sort of his father sort of critiquing the teachings of Sweeney at school and things like that, and sort of planting the seeds there for Derek to think a bit more critically and open-minded, just sort of to be critical of everything else and all the information that he's fed. But it didn't come across in the right way, and you saw him use the N-word as well, and then bang, that's sort of like where the seeds planted, and that's how it grew throughout the film. I thought this film could have been longer, in my opinion. It is a tight 2 hours, in my opinion. I think it is. Yeah, it's a tight hour 55 minutes. It could have been longer. I felt like some things could have been explored a little bit longer, in my opinion. But it is a fantastic film, and I can see why it's in the top 250. I mean, Edward Norton is also fantastic, as well as Edward Furlong. But yeah, I think I need to do a bit more research into the underlying racial issues. I'm not too well informed on it. Obviously, I know the situation of Rodney King, and what surrounded and the civil rights movement and things like that. But I need to be a bit more well informed on it. I'm interested to see how this film was also received at the time. I'm interested to see that, because I feel like, I don't know. I don't know. I just felt that ending was a bit abrupt right there. But I guess maybe it's commentating as well on black gang violence, I guess, and how kids in that culture as well are raised and born into it, and sometimes they cannot get out of it as well. And you know, you see with gang violence, it's taught at a like very young age. I mean, um you got kids, like, you see stories and things like that, kids with 14-year-old 15-year-olds with guns shooting people, and they know no other way of life, because that's the way they're raised into it, and that's the only way they see. But yeah, I guess, yeah, there's those issues still relevant in society today, like the issues in this film. I feel like all of it is prevalent in society today, and it still exists. I feel like none of it has been eradicated. I don't think you will ever eradicate it. in my opinion. I think it's always going to be there. It's a deep-rooted issue, and I think it's going to be hard to eradicate, in my opinion. But yeah, it is a fantastic film. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to American History X. As always, been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.